and be a role model for others, says Vice President Venkaiah Naidu. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma visits Golaghat, inaugurates 10-bed ICU at Kukhol Kuar Civil Hospital. And Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma appeals to members of Surkinong Moilai to work with government to ensure peace in Shillong. Very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Hansraj, and now the stories in detail. The Union Cabinet today took several steps to boost the production of edible oils and reduce dependence on import. Briefing media in New Delhi today, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the Cabinet took a major decision to reduce import of palm oil and approved implementation of National Mission on Edible Oils, Oil Palm as a centrally sponsored scheme. He said a special focus will be laid on the Northeast region and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. He said the financial outlay will be more than 11,000 crore rupees. Union Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said the decision will boost the production of edible oils. He said the centre is working with the states to increase the production of edible oils.
तो नेशनल मिशन ऑन एडिबल ऑयल्स ऑयल पाम पर कुल मिलाकर 11,040 करोड़ रुपए का वित्तीय प्रावधान किया जाएगा। ऑयल सीड ऑयल पाम का क्षेत्र और उत्पादकता बढ़ाने पर फोकस होगा। उत्तर पूर्व नॉर्थ ईस्ट के राज्य या अंडमान निकोबार हो, इनके बगानों को सहायता प्रदान करने की इसमें प्रयास किया गया है। क्योंकि माननीय कृषि मंत्री जी इस पर विस्तार में कहेंगे, मैं केवल 2 लाइनें कहकर इस विषय पर अपनी बात समाप्त करूंगा कि आज भारत कृषि के क्षेत्र में दुनिया के 10 देशों में आया है जो निर्यात करते हैं।
The Supreme Court today passed an interim order to allow women to take the admission exam to National Defence Academy (NDA). A division bench comprising Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Rishikesh Roy passed the interim order in a writ petition seeking permission for women candidates to appear for the NDA exam. While issuing the order, the court said women should be permitted to take part in the NDA exam. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu expressed dismay at the behavior of the parliamentarians in the recently concluded session and said suitable action will be initiated for it if necessary. Speaking at an award function in Bengaluru today, he said legislators should set very high standards for themselves and be a role model for others. The Vice President, who holds the position of Chairman in the Rajya Sabha, said Parliament has to debate, discuss and decide and not disrupt. Dissent, he added, is democratic, but the use of physical force to compel Parliament to toe their line isn't called for. The Vice President said in a democracy, people's mandate must be respected, the majority must be respected, and the majority must take the minority along.
Institutions like the National Innovation Foundation, Niti Aayog, and programs like Atal Innovation Mission and Startup India have been working to improve the culture of innovation in India. So these institutions, education institutions, MSI institutions, they are also moving in the direction. But as we move forward, we must accelerate the progress.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is in New York to chair 2 high-level events of the United Nations, held discussions with U.S. Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Afghanistan. Dr. Jaishankar tweeted, "Good to meet UN Secretary General. Our discussions focus on Afghanistan." Following the Security Council meeting, he added, "The first event will be an open debate today on protecting the protectors, technology and peacekeeping. The second event to be held tomorrow will be a high-level briefing on threats to international peace and security caused by terrorist acts." His visit to New York comes during India's presidency of the United Nations Security Council. The open debate on peacekeeping will focus on the theme of protecting the protectors, use of modern technological tools for security of peacekeepers and to aid peacekeeping missions. On the first day of the auspicious month of Bhado, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma visited Atkhilya Namghar in Golaghat district and offered prayers for the well-being of all sections of the people of the state. During his visit, the Chief Minister inaugurated an office building on the Namghar premises. Addressing devotees at the Namghar, the Chief Minister said that Atkhilya Namghar has been significantly contributing in spiritual awakening in the state and promoting peace, harmony and camaraderie among all sections of society. The Chief Minister further announced 5 crore rupees for development of infrastructure of the Namghar. Later, he also visited Karmashri Nogen Niyog Smiti Bhawan at Borua Gaon along with the late minister's wife and presently State Finance Minister Ajanta Niyog. Dr. Harma also unveiled a life-size statue of Virangana Khoti Hadini at Khoti Hadini Kalaketra. He also opened a 10-bed ICU at Dakukhol Kuar Civil Hospital in Golaghat.
Hekhini juk korile aru besiu hobo pare. Yar uporiu horu potharot আমি 25 কোটি টকা খৰচ কৰি এটা স্পোর্টস কমপ্লেক্স নিৰ্মাণ কৰিম খুমটাই সমষ্টিত আমি এটা স্পোর্টস কমপ্লেক্স নিৰ্মাণ কৰিম আৰু দেৰগাঁও সমষ্টিত আমি এটা স্পোর্টস কমপ্লেক্স
In Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, Deputy Chief Minister P. Tinsong and Cabinet Ministers H. Dongling and R. Thongkhar today met with the members of Surkinong Molai, comprising local MDC, community heads and social organizations of Molai. Chief Minister Sangma requested the delegation to allow the judicial inquiry to take its course and called on them to work with the government in order to ensure peace and tranquility returns to Shillong. In Meghalaya, MDC of Molai constituency, Tabor Lang Pathau and 9 headmen from Molai called on Chief Minister Conrad Sangma and Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong on Monday to discuss the current state of affairs in Molai. The delegation submitted a memorandum requesting the shifting of the temporary CRPF camp in Molai, which has been standing on the land belonging to the Arts and Culture Department. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has discussed the same with the IG of CRPF, who has requested the state government to requisition an alternative location and a permanent site where CRPF can set up its camp. CM and Deputy CM urged the delegation to play an active role in order to ensure peace is restored in Molai area and Shillong city. BJP leader and former Meghalaya Cabinet Minister A.L. Hecker feels it will be difficult for the Hirntrap National Liberation Council HNLC to trust the government after the killing of its former leader Chesterfield Tongkyo. Insisting that the state government should form a panel to ensure that the peace parleys become a reality, Heck said the government should initiate the peace process with the HNLC on a priority basis. The outfit in the bygone days had appealed in this regard.
I will continue this because everybody needs peace in our states. Without peace, we cannot develop, we cannot progress. So peace is must, and we need the peace to come back, the normalcy to come back at any cost.
Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu has said it was good to have members of the Arunachal Pradesh State Commission for Women and State Commission for Protection of Child Rights to discuss the property rights for tribal women. In a tweet, Khandu said the practice of polygamy was also discussed. We are working to end this practice, the Chief Minister added. In Assam, flood situation remains grim and unchanged in Dhemaji district since Monday. The flash floods affected 30 villages and National Highway 15 closed due to the submersion at several places in the district. Guardian Minister of the district Sanjay Kishan today visited the flood-hit district to take stock of the situation at Borua Block Relief Camp. Sanjay Kishan interacted with the flood victims and distributed relief materials. District administration supplied relief materials and drinking water to the affected people at the relief camps and other areas of the district. District authority also undertook sanitization at relief camps to contain COVID-19. Today, State Disaster Response Force SDRF rescued several people from flood-submerged areas.
আমার যেটো জিয়াধল নয় যেটো ফল লেভেলটো আপোনালোকে জানে যে অৰুণাচলৰ পৰা যেতিয়া পানী আহে প্ৰত্যেক বছৰে বীৰ বালি হিল আহি যোৱাৰ
Administering over 56 lakh doses of COVID vaccine doses under the nationwide vaccination drive, the Union Health Ministry said more than 5,000 vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The ministry said 37,169 patients recovered from COVID during the last 24 hours, with the national recovery rate touching 97.52%. Till date, more than 3 crore, 14 lakh people have recovered from COVID. Currently, the country's active caseload is pegged at 3,67,000. Projecting a caseload of 1,763 active cases, Arunachal Pradesh logged 49,640 released cases, even as the dead number 252. Assam has 7,425 active cases, followed by 5,67,113 discharged cases. The dead accounted for 5,513. Laden with 5,721 active cases, Manipur has 1,01,505 cured cases, even as the death toll is 1,722. Meghalaya has 3,591 active cases in its kitty and 67,581 discharged cases. The tally for the dead is 1,240. Reporting 9,084 active cases, Mizoram has a caseload of 40,681 released cases. The tally for the dead is 185. Nagaland has 1,088 active cases, followed by 27,579 cured cases. Even the death toll is 607. Saddled with 1,982 active cases, Sikkim has logged 26,485 released cases, even as the death numbered 363. And Tripura has 1,436 active cases, followed by 79,366 discharged cases. The death tallied 782. Vice President Research and Development, Hygia Biological Laboratories, California, Dr. Girish Sharma has said there has been substantial progress on the progress in vaccine research. Delivering the 74th Foundation Day lecture on the 74th Foundation Day of the College of Veterinary Science today, Assam Agricultural University, Khanapara, Dr. Sharma said various kinds of advanced research has been going on to develop vaccines to enable animals to resist some infectious diseases. Early on, the inaugural address was delivered by Vice Chancellor of Assam Agricultural University, Dr. B.C. Deka, who appreciated staffers of the Veterinary College for maintaining standards of work ethics. And to end the news, the main points once again. Union Cabinet takes several decisions to boost edible oil production, cut imports. Supreme Court allows women to take National Defence Academy entrance exam. Parliamentarians must set high standards and be a role model for others, says Vice President Venkaiah Naidu. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma visits Golaghat, inaugurates 10-bed ICU at Kukhol Kuor Civil Hospital. And Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma appeals members of Surkinong Molai to work with government to ensure peace in Shillong. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.